You're saying being at Uri 1 means that SWF is fine. Yeah, I mean, objectively, SWF is imbalanced. Like, you can subjectively think that's fine, but objectively, imbalance is not fine. But it's just one of them things, isn't it? Like, a lot of people are going to be not caring because they're SWFing and they don't want it to be fair. I don't understand that part, but yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that they don't want it to be balanced, but there you go, I don't know. I'm assuming it's people who are really bad at SWF who are the ones, once again, kind of dictating that. I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know, maybe really good ones don't mind its imbalance either. Nice. You saw it? You saw it? You saw the tap and walk forward I keep telling you about? Yep. I would not have hit if I went for a normal swing. An agitation allows me to get this. To these people, the carrot was the 6.10 meta with buffed eruption and killers tunneling with it. Killers tunnel because the game's about kills. It's nothing to do with eruption or not. I don't get how people don't see this really obvious shit regarding that. It's so obvious. People follow incentives. It's very normal. If the game incentivizes you to tunnel, you're going to tunnel. If it decentivizes you from not tunneling, you're not going to tunnel. Do I get this? Yes. Very good. Very, very good. Almost didn't get that. I don't know why it's so hard for people to understand. I don't know. Hello. See, that's what should be happening. I've got no terror radius and no red glow. How the fuck are you shift W in me all game? Like, what the fuck? So I think we have 1 and... Yeah, see, I'm not memorizing hooks anymore. I think it was 4. 1 and 4. Ah! They all think I'm a teleport hag at the moment. Bless them. Where the fuck she go? That must be down to me. Oh. Okay, you cheeky fucker. Nice, new stage. Nice. Alright, 1's on death mode. So I do feel he has well, they might think I teleported. Yeah. God damn it, man, I keep swinging too early. So 1's on defo, that's really good. Yeah, the devs pretended they didn't want to confuse people and they changed rank into grade. So now they can be like, look, we're not saying it's rank. It's grade. See through that shit though. Because why have it in the first place?
No true 3. You don't understand. If the killer does something I don't like, it's because they're a bad person, and I need to make up arbitrary reasons why they are. And if I'm mad enough, stalk and harass them as much as I can outside of the game too.
I mean, you're not wrong with some of that. It is strange, and once again I blame the devs. Like, I feel like they create that weird environment. I've said a really good analogy with it, in my opinion. It's like the devs are in charge of this group of kids, right? And I'm saying kids because they're more immature. And oh, hello. And they've created a game, right? But they're not telling each side the rules, right? And they go to one side of the kids, which is, let's say, 25% of them. And they say, here's some sticks. Go over to them other kids and start hitting them with the sticks. So they do that. They think it's part of the game. And then they go to the other kids, the 75%, and they say, wow, why are they doing that? That's really weird of them. That's so mean. Here you go. Here's some padding. Here's some body armor. Here's something to help you from that. Right? That's what I feel they do. They stir shit. And that's why I feel like there's the tribalism and stuff. So I think the devs stir shit, man. Like, they've forced, like, kill gameplay unless you use specific perks. They make the whole game about kills. And then they go to the survivors being like, oh, they shouldn't be tunneling. Here you go. Here's borrowed time. Oh, here's this. Oh, here's that. Oh, here's a camp thing. But you're creating it, devs. They're not doing it because they're assholes. You're telling them to do it. But no one gets it. And they just think it's people being nasty. It's so funny. Yeah, I think it is a good analogy. I've said this before. Like, analogies, or especially good analogies, actually good and bad analogies, they give you an insight into the person's understanding of what they're talking about. Like, if someone gives a bad analogy, it gives insight into, like, how they actually don't know much what they're talking about. I actually saw a streamer, it was a few days ago, when I check DVD streams every now and again. I don't really check them too much, but I just decided to check it this one time. And they were saying an analogy, and it was so bad. I can't remember what it were though, but it was really bad, and it made me think, this guy doesn't get the game. It doesn't get it, because you're exposing yourself by giving such a bad analogy. They give real insight, man. Good analogies and bad analogies, to me anyway. Like, they really good insight. That's why when the devs talked about DBD, they talked about hockey, for example. And that's where they were at the worst, where they really were detached. I think they're getting a bit more of an understanding of the game now. It took them fucking ages, but it does feel like they are a bit now, right? The new Haddonfield is looking like it's going along the right kind of tracks finally. But when they give the hockey analogy, they was completely detached, which makes sense. Of course, you give a hockey analogy when you're completely detached. It doesn't make any sense. But I do think they cause a lot of the tribalism and the toxicity. I don't know if they do it on purpose, but they do it. DBD is a party game. It isn't though. You can say that statement, but objectively it isn't. So, it doesn't really matter. It's just a subjective statement. Objectively, it isn't a party game though. Like, the people that say DBD is a party game or whatever, they just say the statement, that's it. They don't really give any good reasoning on how it's a party game. They just say it. It's like parroting what they've heard someone else say, and then parroting what someone else said, and then it's kind of this just parroting over and over again, and none of them actually know why they're saying it. They just say it. DBD is very competitive. It has a comp scene. It only has ranked. It has MMR. Like, party games don't have this stuff. Like, you have to force DBD to be a party game. That's how, like, non-party game it is. Because there's so much stuff, like, saying that it isn't, right? Like, you have to ignore way more. How can we turn it into a casual game? Well, it's very hard to turn a competitive PvP game, like a 1-on-1 or a 4-on-1, into a casual game. Because we're very competitive by nature as humans. It originally was never competitive back then. Yeah, but now it was Smash Bros. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the original vision was. The original vision doesn't equal the current. You could say the original vision of DBD was for it to be a party game. I can see more like an actual more objective, logical angle in that for sure. But saying it currently is doesn't make any sense. It just sounds like you're just copy pasting what other people say who don't understand either. Like it's just a massive copy paste of ignorance, right? The Smash Pro dev left because the vision he had for a casual game is gone. What? Is that true? One of them left? I don't think it was just one dev that created Smash Bros. If it was, very impressive, but I don't think it was. It's Nintendo and shit, right? You're low MMR because you don't think Swift needs to get a Debo. No, I wouldn't say that. You probably don't play killer against good survivors, though. No, I can't say that. No, like, what would I say from that? Like, you not thinking Swift needs to get balanced. I mean, I would just say why. Why do you not think something imbalanced needs to get balanced? That's what I'd say. I'm assuming you don't think it needs to get balanced, right? I guess that would be your answer. So I guess my question would be, why do you think it doesn't need to get balanced? Oh, sorry, why do you think it's not unbalanced? Having comms and perk synergies right out the gates, picking who you're playing with, in comparison to solo, where it's just a mixed bag and no comms and no perk synergy, etc, etc. Yeah, Quiplash would be a party game. Like, do you really think DBD is Quiplash? The best argument you have is Nurse exists so Swift is fine. Yeah, that's a bad argument. That's a bad argument. What is so wrong with Swifts? Well, it's not an emotional angle. I know a lot of people have like really emotional angles and all this stuff and da 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 da. It's nothing emotional about it. It's just objectively looking at it, it's imbalanced. It's an imbalanced part of DBD and it always has been. I don't think anything is going to change. I'm just being objective. It is imbalanced. You can synergize perks. You can queue up with people at the same level of play. You can formulate strategies before the game's even started. You have comms as well. So you can communicate to each other through comms throughout the whole match. It's just imbalanced. It has all advantages and no negative. Like, objectively, solo queue or Swift to solo queue has a massive balance difference. You can't deny it. And you'll never get solo queue to Swift level. Because they're always going to have something. And the more you add to solo queue, the more you're going to give to Swift in different places. I've sent a Swift on Seal Team 6. Doesn't matter. Like, that's not the conversation. That's a straw man or... I guess... Yeah, it's a straw man. It's a straw man. You know, logical fallacies are DBD's kind of favourites. It's how I actually learned about them. Fun fact. I didn't even know about logical fallacies until I started to kind of try and have debates and conversations in the DBD sphere, and then I just fuck loads of them consistently. No Truth Scotsman, whataboutisms, strawmen, like you name it. Full of them. Goalpost moving. Huh. But as I said, like, because it's the majority, and because the people play Survivor poorly, even if they're in a SWF, they don't care that it's imbalanced. They don't care that if 4 people who are really good at Survivor break the game. They don't care because they don't. Oh, I'm bad at Survivor though. Oh, so I guess it's fine that, you know, when you're good at Survivor, you break the game then. Yeah, cool. It's not logical, is it? It's not an objective, fair point of view. It's a very, very biased, unfair way of looking at it, right? Oh, I'm bad, so it's fine when I play. Yeah, but what about when they're good? That's obviously what you want to address now. But yeah. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. I haven't changed my viewpoint on it. If anything, it's just got stronger. Because I've seen different angles people have tried to approach it at. Four-man Swift get no perks. No, it shouldn't be like that, because that's interfering in the gameplay and the, you know, the fun of kind of doing that. It should just be an action debuff. Like, I've worked it out that one of the most imbalanced things about Swift is their efficiency. They're way more efficient on gens, and they're way more efficient at healing when needs to be healed. So you just make it so when they try and do gens and try and heal, it takes longer. Because overall, because they're more efficient, it balances to being the same. Like, you have solo, where it's, you know, X efficiency. X amount of time to do stuff. And then you have Swift, where it's X amount of time to do stuff, but they're more efficient. So even though it takes longer, it goes like that. That's what would happen. The only issue is there's some really, really bad players who play Survivor, and they want to have easier matches instead of getting better, right? Which again will annoy people because it's like, no, it's not that. But like, where am I wrong? If you're good, you can dominate, but you're not dominating. So I'm assuming that you're not doing too well, but you can get better. You just don't want to, right? It is what it is. Like, I just don't understand why you want to keep something broken just because you don't want to get better. I don't know. Seems weird. I don't get it, but it's just my opinion. Just my take, and I think it's fair. Like, I've explained why I think what I think. Pain Rest Pop, Unforeseen, save the best.